If you're watching this, there's a good chance you know that running can be tiring, and the further or longer that you run, the more tired you tend to feel. But there is a remedy for this.
Yeah, whether you are running a leisurely 5K or a grueling ultramarathon, sports nutrition can help to drastically increase your energy stores and therefore performance. Stick around for our running roundup of the best gels, blocks, bars and chews that you can get your hands on at the Mo.
And I'll be trying and rating all the products that we review along the way. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, as we'll be choosing one lucky person from the comments below to receive an assortment of our favourite products from this video.
So go on, say hello.
Hiya!
First up, a real quick explainer. So when you exercise, your body draws energy from carbohydrate stores in the muscles, and these stores need topping up when you're exercising.
Now, gels can quickly provide you with energy in the form of carbohydrates and can help to improve metabolic response while mitigating substantial glycogen depletion, aka bonking.
Yeah, that's right. And to mix things up a bit, a lot of brands now produce other carbohydrate-rich products for athletes in the form of bars, drinks and chews. But what about hydration? Well, we've got a video for that. Check out our recent electrolytes roundup video for more info.
Let's start with the obvious one, gels. They're basically just a shot of liquid energy in the form of carbohydrates.
Yeah, and the pros are they are easy to carry.
Truth.
They're readily available in sports shops, online retailers, and sometimes in supermarkets. Most gels are fairly simple as well. It's just 50 to 60 mils of sugar.
But they can also be a bit of a shock to the system if you're not used to using gels. Ingesting a huge hit of sugar in one go can sometimes upset your stomach while exercising.
Next up, chews. So much the same as gels, but, well,
Truth, Anna.
you chew them. So they're hard jelly sweets that often come in multi-packs, with each one dishing up a couple of grams of carbohydrates. If you find that gels can be a bit sickly or messy, then these can be a good alternative.
Just don't forget that you have to chew them when you're running, which either means breathing really heavily through your mouth or trying out an experimental chew, breathe, chew combo method, like this.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now onto the more heavy-duty stuff, bars.
Bars are often a good solution for runners who like to eat something a bit more substantial while they're out and about. They're not always the best in terms of carbs per serving, but they'll often contain other key ingredients that provide protein, fiber, vitamins and minerals, all of which could come in handy if your body is working hard. Some brands have branched out and started to make bakes, waffles and flapjacks, all of which serve a similar purpose to bars and are ideal if you're tackling an ultra marathon.
As a result though, bars are often bulkier, so they might not be as easy to carry as a gel, and in the same way that some people prefer to consume a hearty meal like a bar during a run, others might prefer to take on board something a little lighter. It also depends on the type of activity that you're doing.
It might look like I've overdone it just a touch with the race gear, but this is so we can show you how to best carry gels, bars, and all the rest of it.
So we'll start with the obvious options on longer runs, and a lot of runners will tend to carry a hydration vest, a running belt, or maybe an armband for your pocket stuff, so phone and keys, etc. If you've got a spare pouch, pop as many gels as you need in there.
I feel like I'm an air host. But what about if you're running light? Well, here are some clever ways to carry much needed sustenance.
You could tuck them into a hairband, you could tape them around your arm, or you could do what I do and just pop them in your sports bra. Just be careful, they don't scratch you though.
Don't forget though, it's not just about the storage space you've got on you, you also need to buy products that will fit in the pockets on your vest or in your running belt.
Take these block chews from Cliff, for example. They come in a narrow packet, so they're great for a belt or a storage pouch in your hydration vest, but less convenient if your storage space is shallow.
Now the opposite can be said for something like this. Mountain Fuel's Feel Good Bar Energy Flapjack. The bar contains a whopping 44 grams of carbs, which is excellent for those longer runs, but It's about the size of your bank card and much thicker, so not quite as portable as those pack of chews.
You might want to think about water too. Do you want to carry both water and nutrition with you on your run? Some of the products that we've got here, such as Morton's Drink Mix, carry a decent amount of carbs in them, but you need to mix them with water and pop them in your soft flask.
On the other hand, High Five's Energy Gel Aqua is designed so that you don't need to drink water as well. The gel has a consistency more akin to a sports drink, and it contains a higher percentage of water than standard gels.
Now, it's all well and good buying enough gels and bars to fill your boots, or should I say running shoes, but you need to also be comfortable opening and consuming your nutrition on the go.
We've all been there, or even worse, the tear strip at the top has torn off, but it's still not open.
That is so annoying. Some brands like Active Edge and Talk package their gels in specially designed, easy to open sachets, which you might find are less fiddly to use whilst running. It's worth considering something like this if, for example, you're running a race and it's a bit cold and you're worried that your fingers might be too numb to get into them.
This might not be a deal breaker for you though. Sometimes you just want to eat a gel that tastes nice or settles well in your stomach. When it comes to race nutrition, there's something for everyone. Now, whether you want something sweet and sugary to keep you going, or something more natural like Vela Forte's all natural gels and bars that give you carbohydrates in the form of sugars sourced from things like fruit juice, brown rice syrup, and maple syrup. Plus, their bars contain a mixture of fruit and nuts, which give you a bit of extra fiber and protein too.
Huma's energy gels also contain natural sources of sugar for energy and are made from fruit purees. So their gels come in 12 different flavors and they all contain chia seeds, which are a well-known superfood and a source of amino acids.
If you're looking for something a little different, then Buzz Power's gels might be up your street, as they're made almost entirely out of organic honey.
Always thought of yourself as a gel flavour connoisseur?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah? Well, then you might want to take a look at Goo's energy gels. So they boast a staggering 18 different flavours, that's salted caramel. That's more than any other brand in this video. And don't forget, if you want to try some of these flavours for free, you better get liking and commenting below, because one lucky viewer will be receiving a box of bars, gels and more from us. Most runners should look to take on between 30 and 60 grams of carbohydrates per hour during a run. Now, for most runs shorter than about 60 minutes, you can probably make do without taking on any extra energy. But for those longer runs, so half marathons, ultras, and the training runs for them, you'll definitely need to be carrying some carbs with you.
Now, with that in mind, make sure you plan your runs accordingly. While it might initially seem tempting to take a bag full of heavy-duty bars and you go out on your Sunday long run, it might actually be more sensible to take more portable, lower carb sachets so that you can consume energy little and often throughout your workout.
Now, we found that bars and chews are unsurprisingly the best in terms of carbs per serving. So both Clif and Vela Forte's bars and chews offer 40 grams or more of carbs per pack, as does Mountain Fuel's Feel Good bar that we mentioned earlier. Morton's 160 drink mix also offers 40 grams, but that needs to be mixed with water so you can drink it.
In terms of gels, OTE leads the pack with the Super Berry Super Gel, which contains 40 grams of carbohydrates. That's double the carbs that the rest of the gels contain. Talk's gels also offer a sizable carb hit with just under 30 grams in each of their 11 different gel flavors.
But what about carbs per pound spent? Yep, that's right, we're getting proper technical with the maths now. So this is looking at the cost of one serving of each product, which we'll touch on more in just a second, and then comparing this to how much carbohydrate is in each gel or bar.
Well, Clif bars are again firmly within the top 5, offering 36 grams per pound spent, with OTE's gels both offering around 28 grams, and Science and Sports isotonic gels offering around 24 grams per pound. In terms of gels, Science and Sports Go Isotonic Energy Gels sit at the top of the table at 91 pence per serving, followed by Active Edge's Beat Active Concentrate at £1.04. And then the products at the £1.20 mark. So you've got Buzz Power's Organic Honey Sports Fuel and the standard High Five Energy Gels range.
On to bars and chews, and the Science in Sport Energy Bar and the Cliff Bar come out on top at £1.20 and £1.25 a pop respectively, followed by Goo's Energy Chews at £1.69. Torque's Energy Bars at £1.95, and then Mountain Fuel's Feel Good Bar and Goo's Stroop Waffles are both £2 a portion.
Those of you watching who are looking to enter races soon might want to consider which of the products we've covered today are Informed Sport certified. This means whether they are tested for banned substances. Don't worry, for a lot of you, this won't be an issue. You're not going to get a lifetime ban from Parkrun for consuming your favourite apple flavoured gel. However, as you work your way up the ladder towards the elite bracket, this is something worth taking into account when buying nutrition. Here are the brands we've mentioned today that are Informed Sport certified. Now, this isn't an exhaustive list though. If you do want to check the status of a brand or product that isn't listed, then just head to Informed Sport's website, which we've linked to in the description below.
So now it's time for us to pick some of our favourites. Rick, do you want to go first?
I would absolutely love to. I'd love to talk about this first one, Anna. However, it took me about 3 hours to open the packet. Now, it does say on the front here, great taste, refreshing, easy to digest, and giving sustained energy. That's if you can get in. It is, though.
Yeah, you like the taste of that one, don't you?
Really, really tasty.
So that's the Mountain Fuel Sports Jelly. Tricky to get into, but tasty once you do.
Really, really good. This one is not like having normal honey. It's like having honey raw, like licking a bee's bottom.
This is Buzz Power, which is a honey gel.
Very good if you like honey.
Yeah.
This is delicious. I mean, forget about running, just, you know, have it for breakfast.
I have actually been known to have
Really?
Mountain Fuel Feel Good bars for breakfast.
Double ginger. If you like ginger, absolute bang on go to.
Yeah.
Goo, well, I am a Goo fan.
You are.
So, you know, this does taste like a very tasty dessert. I can recommend it. Also very small pack, so you can just...
Good portability.
Really good portability on that one. OTA, I'm going to tell you this is actually one of my favourites. You know why? Because I'm a bit of a muppet and I do find things hard to get into. I just whipped the top off, whacked it in my gob and down it went, and it felt great.
And it's got two little bits, hasn't it?
So the top bit you can whip it off, tear here just to sip, and then you can go a little bit deeper, tear to gulp. I'd probably just go with sip, because if you gulp, you know,
yeah,
you're losing your breath and your portability and stuff. I use these already, the SIS Science and Sport, SIS, orange flavour, simple, does a job. The only criticism, I find them there's a lot in it.
Yeah,
and
there is a lot, isn't there?
Really sticky.
Yeah.
They are incredibly sticky, but they taste good.
Very easy to get hold of as well. You can get those in supermarkets now, and also really good value for money compared to some of the others that we've looked at.
Tasty. And you know, I mean, these energy gummies, these High Five energy gummies, they taste great, they do a job. However, chewing while racing, I just find to be a complete faff. So why would you bother?
Well,
over to you.
I'll tell you why you would bother. So my first pick is actually the Veloforte bar. So we've obviously done bars and chews. So we've got the Veloforte bar. I couldn't choose between that one and the Cliff bar. Those are my favourite for ultras. So running and chewing when you're running ultras. Easy peasy.
Yeah, of course.
Speaking of chews, again, my top chew is the Veloforte one. They look like Turkish Delight and they're light and fluffy and like...
What's the guidance on those? What's the guidance?
Two chews every 20 minutes.
So just eating then?
Yeah, which is basically what an ultra is, just an all-day picnic.
Eating, yeah.
Gels-wise, so obviously doing marathon training at the moment, my go-to gel has always been the Cherry Active ones. Super easy to open because of the shape of the packet, but also dead portable, not too big, it doesn't feel like you're taking too much on. And also really not that sweet either. It's a very tart cherry flavour. And then a similar shout out to Torque gels as well, because of the shape of them, they're really easy. And they've got this little hole here, so you can put your safety pin through, so you can pin them to you.
Yeah, I've done that before.
So that is another top tip. OTE, again, is on my list of favourites. Hasn't got the jazzy tear strip.
The double strips, yeah.
No, but these are their berry super gel, so these have even more carbs.
How big are they? They're chunky.
So it's 66 grams.
66, oh right, okay, yeah, these are 56.
Yeah, so 10 grams more, but you get even more carbs. And it's nice and thin, so portable-wise, I actually find they're easier to carry than the regular OTEs. Not portable, but very tasty and great on an ultra is Humor. So you've got the chia seeds in here, which I find really fill me up, actually. Oh, yeah. So the Humor, this one's an apple and cinnamon flavour, which tastes a little bit like Christmas. But really good on an ultra. Obviously not as portable, so if you're looking to sort of put it in your belt or something, not as portable. And then my final pick, I know I've not really been able to narrow it down that much, but is the Morton drink mix. So as we mentioned in the video, this is, you mix it with your water, so you can either carry the bottles with you with this in, or you can drink it before you start to run.
Nice.
And then top up your carbs that way.
Genius.
So, yeah.
Don't go anywhere. We are not done yet. Remember that competition we mentioned? Have you commented yet? Have you? Given this video a quick like? Shared it with your parkrun pals? That last one isn't part of the competition. We just think they might like it.
Yeah. And if you've got any questions about the products that we've covered today, or perhaps you're tackling your first marathon or half marathon this year, and you're still a little bit stumped when it comes to how to fuel, make sure you drop those questions in the comments below and get talking. We love it when the Running Channel community shares their favourite items from our roundups. We'll see you next time here on the Running Channel.